Welcome to today's lesson on managing application settings using a file called appsettings.json. Appsettings.json is a configuration file commonly used in C# applications to store various settings and configurations. However, other names and formats can be used. They are used to store anything specific to the application but not sensitive things like a paid API key or any passwords, which should be encrypted wherever you store them. Here's an example of an app settings file. We have a log level of information, but other common levels are warning or critical. We have a maximum retry attempts, and that's 5, which could be the number of times to attempt an action, something like connecting to a database before it gives up. The time between those attempts is going to be 30 seconds, so it's not constantly trying. And we have 2 feature flags, feature A, which would be false, and feature B, which would be true. So these represent different functionalities or capabilities within the application. For example, one of the features could be experimental and may need to be easy to switch off without having to change the code base. We'll also have to change the copy to output directory to be copy if newer so that the program can find our file. To use these app settings, we need to install a few packages. To do this, right-click on your solution and then choose Manage NuGet Packages. The ones we're interested in are Microsoft.extensions.configuration, Microsoft.extensions.configuration.binder, and Microsoft.extensions.configuration.json. To access our settings, we use the configuration builder by creating one and then calling the add JSON file and build method. To get the values from the app settings, we can use the configuration getValue method and pass the data type and the name of the JSON key. To give an example of how some of these can be used, I will create a class called FeatureHandler containing 2 methods, one to simulate doing the logic for feature A and another for the logic of feature B. I can then create an object of the handler and call different methods depending on which feature is switched on. Here, I can change the way the program functions without having to change the code. This is a tiny improvement for an application this size, but if there is a much larger one, these config values give you the ability to change the functionality without having to recompile the program, saving you a lot of time and hassle. Thanks for joining us today. Securely manage your non-sensitive settings with appsettings.json. Stay tuned for more lessons. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for updates. Happy coding!